Good evening, everyone. Hello, I am your host and dost Nishi for today's evening. It's a wonderful day, and I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all present here for the very exciting session Fostaima Ki Kahani, Alumni Ki Zubani 2.0. This webinar is extended version of last webinar arranged for you all on the basis of feedback received. Today, we have four speakers with us who will share their first timer and corporate experience with us. I would request you all to listen carefully and grab as much knowledge as you can. This session is an open session for you all where you can ask questions and clear all your queries from any respective speaker by simply dropping text in their respective chat box or either to me. Now, without any further delay, I would request Mr. Vishal More, who is the Business Loan Group Manager at ICICI Bank, to take over and share his exciting journey, tips, and corporate mantra with us. He's a boy who kept himself aware of each and everything happening around, and his participative spirit helped him to reach where he is today. Over to you, Vishal.
So I would thank you, Nishi, for giving such a platform, such an opportunity to, bring a student to sharing a knowledge on the platform which has been provided by Fustaima School. And obviously to the thankful to the management even. And firstly to all those students, to all my mentors, I hope you all are doing well and your loved ones are doing really good. So yes, I am Vishal More. Yes, I am working with ICICI Bank as a business loan relationship manager. So, more or less, if I talk about my experience from being a student into the corporate life, it's been an adventure journey. Like when it came to first timer, like obviously there would be some points which I would be picking and I would be describing for you all students about the scenario, about your careers, about your, adventure journey of a first timer. So first timer, the day I entered as a student in first timer, I was but nervous when it came to studies, my internship, my journey with first timer. But sooner or gradually, it started going really well. So the management, which they say are the IIM alumni, yet they do somewhere help and gaining some knowledge, insights from them, their exposure, because one cannot gain knowledge only by keeping his experience within himself. So, like for example, we are here to share our journey with you all. So, similar way they started sharing their experiences, their journey. So sooner or later, it helped me as to build my, whether it be curriculum vitae, whether it be my personal grooming, etc. So yes, Nishi, we'll let's continue with other panelists, and slowly we would going over with all the topics and all.
Okay, thank you, Vishal. Proceeding
Thank you so
further,
much.
I would request our second speaker, Ms. Diksha Dhyani, who is a wealth relationship manager at ICICI Bank, to take over and share her wonderful experience with us. She is a girl with balanced mindset and positive attitude, just like the way she manages her dancing moves. Over to you, Diksha.
Thank you, Ishi. Well, that was a really sweet of you to speak about me like that. And thank you for providing, thank you and thank you for Stimer for providing me with an opportunity to interact with the students. It's really a heartfelting thing for me. And to talk about my journey from first timer, to be very honest, it's been a really great journey for me. Each and every day at the college was something which where I could grab something new to learn. And to be very honest, my everyday learning at first timer is helping me out in my corporate field right now as well. So I would really love to interact with the students over here and share my journey in future also. Thanks.
Thank you, Diksha. Now, I would request our third speaker, Ms. Pallavi Gulati, who is a wealth manager at Standard Chartered Bank, to share her inspiring journey with us. She is the girl with flying wings heading towards height of success and raised our name in several ways. Without any further delay, I would request you to please take over and share your success mantra with us, Pallavi. Over to you, Pallavi.
Thank you so much, Nishi, for such great words. I'm really thankful to you. Good evening, everyone. Hope you all are safe and getting vaccinated as well. So, this is Pallavi Gulati. I am resident of Yamunanagar, Haryana. I am a woman of substance and I have created my distinguished image as an investment professional with a multinational company that is Standard Chartered Bank India. Prior to this, I have served ICICI Bank Wealth Management in Udaipur as wealth manager. I have done my internship with Agrotech Foods Private Limited, and where I had a very good taste of a corporate world during my internship. And talking about myself, I am a BBA graduate and I have done my post graduation diploma in management and marketing in HR. And I love traveling. I love hanging out with people, meeting new people, and I love dancing too. So this is about me. And my journey with First Timer is, everyone say that life is always a roller coaster. But for me, the 2 years with First Timer were the best years of my life, which I had. Thank you.
Thank you, Pallavi. Last but not least, now I would request our speaker, Mr. Aditya Shaktawat, who's analyst at EY, to share his wonderful and spellbinding journey with us. He's a boy who never dissatisfies all his mentors and is the one who continuously worked hard to reach such a height in his career. I would request Aditya to take over and share his motivating success mantra with us. Over to you, Aditya.
Hello, am I audible?
Aditya, are you there?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are
Yeah,
audible.
hi Nishi.
Yes.
Yeah, hi Nishi.
Hi.
Thank you so much, Nishi, for providing such platform, and thanks to First Time as well. And I'm very much excited to get interact with my, juniors right now. So talking about myself, I came from the CA background, and after my completing my half CA, I've joined the MBA in finance, and with the coming to the first time, so it was a very big decision for me to change my whole career. Getting from complete finance to management side. So that was a great journey, and so moreover that I was more focused towards the professors of our college, and the professors were very supportive, and like the data they have shared with us, the case studies they have discussed with us, so that is very much, very much knowledgeable, and very much applicable to the current scenarios of the corporates as well. From first time I have joined the Ingenitus in startup, and before that I've done my internship from Wild Voyager, which is also an DMC startup, and then in Genitus as a financial analyst. I've joined it, but they've change my profile to BDM part. So then I have to move on, and I've got the opportunity in EY as well, as an analyst. So I've joined there, and currently I'm working with EY plus on my startups as well, and on my hobby side I'm working with the NGOs. There are some of the NGOs like PETA and People for the Animals. So currently I'm working over there too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aditya, for the insight. Now I would request students to send their respective questions to any of the speaker they would like to ask anything, any query, or they can send it to me. So may I know any speaker got any question? Is there any question? So the first question is by Charu Mahajan. She is saying, respected panelist, it feels really good to hear from you all. I just want to ask whether the placements have fallen due to pandemic or they are still the same. So any one of you can start and rest of them can add in that. Pallavi, can you start?
Yes, sure. Hi, Charu. So I would like to say that pandemic has affected all the sectors. But if we see the placement segment, the organizations require the good talent. They require the people who really want to give their 100% and work for the organization with their best efforts. So placements are there. Organizations need people to work for them, and placements are there in the industry. So there is effect, but not that much. So every organization wants that we should have very loyal people. We should have the people who are ready to work with us in this pandemic also. So placements are there. There are dearth of jobs now. You just see the online portals, every organization, you just see the LinkedIn. People are wanting the good people in their organization. So if you have those skills, if you have the proper skills and knowledge and attitude, there are n number of jobs for you.
Rightly said, Pallavi. Now next, Charu said, thank you, Pallavi. Next question is by Shreyansh Jaiswal. He said, good evening to all. I would like to ask about the opportunities the fresher get during the placement. It's obvious that students with WorkX have better chances of getting higher package, but what about the freshers? So Vishal, please answer this question.
So the question was being raised by Shreyas, right? So hi,
Yes,
Shreyas.
yes.
Hope you're doing really well, buddy. So by talking about the freshers and as well as the work experience people, which differentiate them obviously would be the work ex. But we joined for Saima. We are there with ICICI, say for example. People are working out with MNCs. So we all were, fresher at a time. So we worked with our internship. See, I would give a best example, which obviously my placement mentor Sunil Kala sir used to give us. Like your experience only counts if you are able to express out things. Okay, you hold an experience of say for example 1 to 2 years, but during interview if you are not able to express the experience you possess, so you are of no use. So do freshers do get a chance to present themselves in a way because you are just the fresh talents which comes out from the campuses. So the interviewer do expect you to present well everything. So there's nothing as such to worry. The negotiation which later on starts about the experience or about the freshers is on the later age. But interviewers do know that you are a fresher coming from this background. You do possess some internship over your background as a part of PGDN. So they expect you to express those experience, what you have did and what you have done for the internship companies and all. So similarly, I would say don't keep this thing as a mind that you would be joining or you would be going for an interview with a fresher set of mind. I would suggest just go and give your best. It doesn't matter whether you are a fresher or you are a work keeping holder of work experience. That's it.
I would like to add what Vishal said. Hi,
Yeah,
Shreyansh.
sure, Pallavi.
Yeah. So if we talk about today's scenario, this scenario has completely changed. Now the companies want freshers. They do not want the people who already have work experience, because the companies have changed their preference, because they think that it is easy to learn things to the people who are fresher rather than the people who are having the work experience. So this change has come within last 2 years only. You go out, you see the startups, they only want freshers because they can make them learn easily. They can polish them how they want. So this is the trend. So you do not need to worry about work ex and fresher experience also.
I do agree with you, Pallavi. And also to add on to this, I would say it doesn't matter whether you have an experience or not while you're sitting for an interview or in the placements in the college. All it matters is how you justify your skills during an interview. That is all what matters. There are times when it happens like a work experience person could not get that much amount of package which you can get only after justifying your skills. So all it matters how you perform in the interview, how you so the moment you enter the interview hall, I would say the person sitting over there, he starts judging you and he notices each and everything of yours. So it doesn't matter you have a work experience or not. All this, what matters is how you justify yourself. Even if you are a fresher, you should be able to justify yourself, even being a fresher, how you can add something, a valuable thing to their company by joining them.
Thank you, all speakers. Rightly said. And I think you have answered his question rightly. Now, the next question is from Harshiva Singh Kharbanda. Being a student, being a part of Firsttima, how did you judge about the interest in which field, whether it would be finance or HR? So anybody who can answer it? He's just asking about the how one can judge about the interest.
So yeah, hi Harshiva. I would like to answer your question. So for this particular thing, in the first year, the college provides common subjects for each and everyone, so that you study each and every subject. In first year only, you will get to know where in which kind of a subject you are more inclined towards. Then secondly, while you do your internship, in the internship period is a very crucial period, I would say. When you practically work with a company in that particular field, you get to know whether you are meant for that particular kind of work or not. And secondly, as I said, that the subjects you are being provided with n number of subjects, you are being you are being taught finance as well, HR subjects, marketing subjects, operations. So there also you get to know in which kind of a particular field or subject you are getting more interest. So that is something I would say.
Yeah, rightly said, Diksha. So apart from your subjects and your internships, you can get into live projects also. If you get into live projects, you go out in the market, you meet new people, you do the work you have been assigned with. So thereby you came to know that this thing is attracting me more. This is the subject which I'm liking the more. This is the work which I would like to do for next few months, next few years, next few decades. So live projects, internships, and your first year subjects will attract you and you'll find the interest where you want to go. Yeah, that's it.
So here comes this another question. It is by Shubham Sharma. He want to ask, how is your internship experience? And I would request each and every speaker to speak on it one by one, starting from Vishal.
So Shubham, the internship experience, obviously, Nishi gave a good platform to each speaker because the experience do vary from people to people. So my experience with Ingenitus Consultants was, to be honest, like the day I got selected for Ingenitus Consultant, I got a feedback that it's in startup. So generally, this question might arise in your mind also while you would be applying for various of the companies. You have never heard the name before. So I was given a feedback that Ingenitus Consultant, it's not a brand, it's a startup. You're going to start your internship those crucial 2 to 3 months with. So I took all the negativities. There's a saying that you do take all the knowledge from the people, but you do what you feel like doing, right? So yes, I joined Ingenitus Consultant. My experience with Ingenitus Consultant, starting for a week, was basically I was given to watch some investment blogs, and then on the eighth day itself, I asked the question to myself that am I adding some value to the company? Because they were not assigning me any work, and I had a very first thing that came to my mind is I need to perform my work in such a way that they offer me a pre-placement offer later on. So yes, I joined Ingenious Consultant. The journey was really good. Like my mentor, who were Abhishek sir and Shalini ma'am, they also I was at a zero level of knowledge when it came to finance. During the interview, they asked me what is mutual fund. I trust me. My reply was I don't know what is mutual fund. But later on, when I came after 3 months, and even now, like I handled more than 20 to 30 kinds portfolio in suggesting them. I was the financial advisor of their portfolios. So more or less, I started grabbing things out. My internship was for 2 months, and later on, I was given an extension by their side due to my work and all for 1 month. And there was a lot of learning. Like one of our panelists who joined Indian Interest Consultant, he too guided me well also. And later on, yes, I was offered pre-placement offer for the same. So internship do play a crucial role. Make sure you learn as many as possible. Like the key outcomes should be what you have added to the company, what you have learned from the company, so that during your interview you could express those things out. So yes, this was my experience with Ingenious Consult. Thank you, Nishi.
Thank you, Vishal. Now I would request Diksha to share her experience.
Hi everybody. My internship was in Agrotech Food Limited. I was an HR intern over there. So firstly, what I also had and what everybody have there in my mind is HR is a kind of a desk job. Desk job. This is also what I had in my mind. So as an intern also, I thought I would be sitting at one place and then learning over there. But what Agrotech actually changed my mindset was I was into the learning and development department. My internship was into learning and development. So what they actually totally changed my mindset regarding HR. So it is not a kind of a thing that you will be sitting over desk and doing the entire work and learning over just by sitting in the desk you will be learning each and everything. So I was into learning and development. I was sent into field as well, working with the sales people of the company. So I was supposed to analyze where the skill gaps are for the people, and then according to that I was supposed to make a training module for them. So what I learned over there was by sitting in the office and sitting in the table, I cannot identify what actually the skill gaps are, where they are lacking, whether it is in the communication, whether it is in their knowledge or their body language, by of the people who are working in the field. So I could do that only if I'm with them in the market. I am standing with them. I am spending my whole day with them. I'm traveling with them. Then only I can understand where they are actually lacking. So this mindset of mine was changed from the company. And secondly, yeah, it was an 8-week internship, and every single day, trust me, I learned a lot. Different things were learned. Then patience was one of those things, because going into the market, traveling with the sales people, dealing with n number of customers, their rejections, each and everything was faced. So, and also another thing, my internship was into HR, but the company never restricted me to HR only. It was an open platform for me. The marketing team was also sitting in the office, so I was asked whether if it is in my interest, I want to sit with the marketing team, learn from them, anything regarding marketing, anything regarding procurement department, anything about finance department. I was open for all. So that was one good thing about the company which I love. So yeah, it was a very good experience. So
There is another question for Diksha and Vishal, both of you. As you had the specialization of HR and marketing, Pragya is asking, I mean, who choose HR and marketing specialization? So there was there equal opportunity for both streams, or something? Some had less opportunities, or something like that.
So now, as we had HR and marketing as a specialization, we were provided equal opportunities for both. We were given options to sit for both the companies. Whether HR companies visited the college, we were allowed to sit for that also. So yeah, both opportunities were open for us. It was totally up to us whether we want to go into the HR or marketing field.
So yeah,
Yes, like adding to Diksha, like yes, you get equal opportunity, and plus your mentors would be helping you in the campus itself. Say, for example, if a company would be coming for HR, a company would be coming for finance, for marketing, for operations. So the mentors would be helping you in preparing your CV in such a way, because you can't take a CV of finance while sitting for an interview of HR, right? So yes, the choice, obviously the ball would be in your court whenever the company comes, in respective according to your profile. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you both of you. Now I would request Pallavi to share her, internship experience with us. Pallavi, you are not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
So Shubham, outrightly answering your question, my experience of internship was outstanding. So why it was outstanding, I would like to explain. So I did my internship from the same company from which Diksha did. That was Agrotech Foods Limited. You all eat Active popcorns, right? You all eat peanut butter and nachos. So I did come internship from that company, and that company gave me a very feel, or very good feel of corporate culture. It was a lavish office surrounded by intellectual people, where work was the priority, nothing else was the priority. So in my internship, I learned a lot. How? I spent there weeks in the market. I spent time in the office sitting with the people who were sitting with the people, from a marketing manager to a production manager, and sitting with the CEO of the company, having discussion with the CEO of the company. So my training project was to develop training modules for the employees working there. And by sitting for those 4 5 weeks in the company, I realized that how much the productivity of an employee matters to an organization. Then and there, I realized how important I am as a resource for the company. So those eye-opening experiences I had in that company only. So which helped me to get into these, which helped me to get today where I am. I'm handling with the high net worth individuals client and using those experiences. That was my experience.
Thank you, Pallavi. Now I would request Aditya to share his experience.
Uh, Hi everyone. So I'll tell you that how I've joined the Wild Voyagers. So first of all, I'm sorry, I'm not demotivating anyone over here, because I didn't sit in any of the internship what was coming into the first time, unfortunately. And this Wild Voyager has initiated the program for our Dubai trip. So I have worked for the students over there, as I mean, like me and my one of my colleague Akash, we worked for the Wild Voyagers. I mean, like for the college, and we have organized this Dubai trip. So for that particular reason, Wild Voyagers already offered us the internship to us. And since Wild Voyagers was the startup, and that startup was just started, I mean, like it was in a very early phase, right? And the funding of that startup was almost, I mean, like around, it was a 50 lakhs only initially when we joined. So in that particular startup, when I joined over there, so it was the, I would like to say that it was a wholesome knowledge that we were getting over there. Because when we started working over there, so so I'll tell you that what is the Wild Voyagers background. So Wild Voyagers was the in a true tour and traveling, it was a tour and traveling agency. And so they cater all the, I mean, like they take all the groups outside the India, or whether it is in India. And they are now they have come into the photography also of wildlife sanctuaries and all. So when we just joined, so there were no customers as such, and there were no as such profitable income in the company. So when we joined, so we have started from very scratch point of view, I would say. So we have tied up with the I mean, like, we were first, we did the research over there, then we tied up with the overall DMCs over the globe, and then and the customers that the customers which are coming, so making the budgets over there and negotiating with the hotels outside the India and the other agencies that were outside the India. So it was not only the I would say, it was not only the knowledge of a particular sector that we have done. It was a, whether it is a research and then analysis also over there, because we have to research that which DMC which through which we are tying up, which is, it is good or not, or they are providing the better services and they are cost effective or not. And then so cost effective was my part. So I mean, like, cost budgeting was my one of the favorite subjects, so that I love to do. So in that particular part, so we have to categorize all the DMCs over there. I mean, like, which one is good, which one is not good. Plus then after tying up, then making like with the budget of the customer, it is I mean, like, it is it is right or not to take that it is right not to go with DMC or not. So that was the part. So overall, there was a learning for the BDM part also. I mean, like, finance part also. I mean, then research part, then analysis part, and that was a small team. So I mean, like, we love to over the working over there, and from that Wild Voyages, we both of them get the PPO as well. So that was the great learning from that internship. And I say that internship plays a very crucial part, because in internship, I mean, like, it is very much important, whether it is you are, whether you are in startup or whether you are in a big organization. You get interact with the people, you get you when you interact with the people, so you get the domain knowledge of that particular, of their particular domain area. And there you I think people were asking over here that why they matlab, which subject we should choose. So I mean, from there you can get the idea as well, ki that which subject, what subjects are suitable for you. I mean, what should you take, either it is a HR, finance, or marketing, or operations. Because interacting with the within the organization is like, I would say, I mean, like, getting the feedback of the organization and plus their work as well. So this is my point.
Oh my God, Aditya, you had done such a great job during your internship as well. It was such a, I mean, exciting something. Okay, there is another question for you, Aditya. Ria Bajaj is asking, Aditya, what was your specialization and how did you felt after dropping out CA and getting a job in EY? Because she is also dropping CA and getting admission in, PGTM, taking admission in PGTM.
So Nishi, so Riya, ये थोड़ा
So
वैसा हो गया. I mean, like, दुखती
what would
हाथ
you
रखने
like to suggest?
so Ria, I know, I mean, like, I don't know how much attempts you have given up till now. So for me, when I was doing CA, so I did my group 2. I did 9 months articleship over there, and then I've given the final exams, which were two. I mean, again, I failed 2 times in the final group. So so after that, there is a small baggage over there. I mean, like, in your mind should also this it is coming. I mean, because you feel कि that parents say अब कितने time तक पैसे लोगे and all, right? So in my mind, it was one was this thing, and secondly, in CA it needs time, and plus you have given so much time to it. So definitely when you're not getting output of anything, so you have to change your direction or your strategy over there. So MBA, so joining MBA, it's a great experience. I mean, like, because since you are a CA background, so definitely your main focus will be towards finance only. I mean, like, if I'm correct or not. So Ria can speak or not? Hello.
No, she cannot.
Okay, it's fine. So so most probably, as my I mean, like, as my logic says, that definitely the CA people would love to go towards finance side only. So so finance, so over in MBA, when you come into the MBA, you don't uh, cater the finance, not only the finance, you cater the management part as well. Yeah. So and in now in today's scenario, like in any field if you'll go, so the tech word has been associated with every field, whether it is a ed tech, whether it is a fintech, or whether it is something, I mean, like related to insurance or anything, right? So so I would say that coming to the taking the MBA, it is a, even you have opened all your streams now, right? Because in CA, what you do, that you become a CA, and then you either you open your uh, own office, or you join some company, and there your specialization works, whether you go in a taxation or in auditing or in cost budgeting, right? But in MBA, you don't go in the I mean, you can choose any of the specialization plus the management part also. So somewhere it is good to have the MBA, I would say, right? अगर मैं CA मेरी पूरी भी हो जाती, तो I would have done the MBA again. I mean, like मैं तब भी एक बार MBA जरूर करता. That is my whole मतलब scenario, that how should I go. So I think MBA, yeah, it is not easy to drop the CA, but yeah, you have to move on. And then when you move on, so it is always good to move with a positive this thing ki chalo theek hai. I mean, like I'll grow in this part, right? And definitely जब आप MBA में आते हो तो so you have this thing, I would say, मतलब there are various subjects, so you find the even this thing also ki हाँ, that here I'm good, and here I can do my best, and here I can give my best, and I can do my best. So go with that flow, I would say.
And I think there should be plan B. If
Yeah, of course, there should
there
be a
should
plan B.
always be plan B.
I'm too ready with plan C also.
Yeah,
That is
great.
not.
Okay, so another question from Aranchi Mehur. I just wanted to ask to any of the speaker that most of you are placed in banking sector, as she can see. So the question is, the career of students gets limited to banking sector only, like how someone can go to MNC like TCS, etc. So
Yeah,
any of
so
the
so
speaker.
so yeah, so I'll answer it. I mean, so when you join the company, so you need to see the I mean, like the core product of it, right? In TCS, Infosys, or there are many tech oriented company. I mean, these are the complete IT oriented company. So if you are from the IT background, then it is much easier to go over there. And if you have done IT plus the MBA part, so then also it is easy to go, right? I don't know that how much of you student, what is your background first thing, because in IT sector, the management part is comparatively, it's a 10 to 20% only. बाकी जो उनका main core product part होता है, that is there. So in that particular case, if you still want to join the TCS, so there might your growth can stop. I mean, like, and this is the reality, because if let's suppose, if I'm a finance, if I come from the finance background, right? If I'll join the TCS and I'll go in the finance department, might there will be a one limitation that where I'm going to stuck, right? Even if I get the promotions also, so there will be a one certain set where I will not grow, right? So this is very important when you go for any company, that like for the HR departments, or for the finance department, for marketing department, it is very much important that the company that you are selecting for yourself, it should be, it should have the core knowledge, I mean, like the core product of it, right? Like Vishal is an ICICI, so he's also from the finance background plus the marketing, that these financial products needs the marketing as well, right? So this thing needs to be checked first. And if you'll go in TCS, so you will face many, you can face many problems, because in TCS they don't, first thing, they have the very great backlog of the customers. So they don't go to the customers ki like take our product or something, right? They don't go into the marketing type of things. And the secondly, for the finance sector, they have the limited I mean like resources for that particular thing. So they are already in the I mean like I mean you all must have read this PLC curve, right? The product life cycle. So for that company, that their PLC curve has been already on the top notch for the first thing. So I would say ki, I mean like if you're from the IT background, then only you should go in these types of companies, either Infosys or TCS.
Thank you, Aditya. Now here comes the Tanisha's Gupta question. She's asking, how did you manage your academics with co-curricular activities? Like you all have been in many clubs and events, and participated in many events. So how did you manage all these things? Pallavi, I would request you to please answer this question.
Okay. Hi. So this question is very interesting because extracurricular activities come first, I think, because we enjoy those activities a lot. So in those activities only we learn and grow only. So we get the group activities. So the outcome of that growth is the co-curricular and extracurricular activities. So there are lot of subjects, there are a lot of assignments, but we are the managers and we know how to manage. When you enter the business school and you learn, you'll automatically learn how to complete the assignments on verge of completion. Class ke start hone se 5-10 minutes pehle you'll able to complete that because you are into management and you learn to manage. Coming to extracurricular activities, that are the lifeblood of a management college. So I feel very lively telling you that the activities we did in the college were very, very interesting. We enjoyed a lot. And the trips also. I remember the Dubai and Rishikesh trip we had. So we did a lot of activities also there. And on the other hand, we enjoyed too. So you don't worry. You'll as you enter the business school, you'll able to learn how to manage it.
Okay, Vishal, would you like to add something?
So coming to co-curricular activities, yes, even I do always used to keep co-curricular activities such as if I were in sports and to dance into certain community. So I used to keep that on priority because, when I joined First Timer, we started our induction with some team building exercises, whether it were certain trips assigned to us, whether it be international trips. So the more you take co-curricular activities as a practical example of your life. All right, so you get indulged into the co-curricular activities. It's a practicality where you get to learn things out. Like we do used to say for the marketing, the author obviously is the Philip Kotler, but there's no Philip Kotler in real life. When the problem attacks you, you don't remember, oh, I studied this chapter of marketing. Should I apply this story? No, you hit the problem immediately with your solution. So co-curricular activities provided by First Timer would be certain team building exercise which would help innerly, for your inner development to gel up with your peer group, to gel up to know more about each other. So I do believe that co-curricular activity would be helping you in different organizing certain activities. Like I used to play table tennis for First Timer, so I used to arrange the sports for the last 2 years also. So it helped me to show the leadership ability, to show, because we are the managers, we are the budding managers, we need to manage each and everything along with our studies. You can't expect management to drop out classes, to drop all the classes and just to focus on co-curricular activities. Sorry. So it's not possible. So you need to focus, parallelly on both. And because I assume that you would all be a multitasker in the campuses itself. So you need to organize certain pujas, which Pallavi, being our senior, she too did, Aditya. So yeah, more or less, you're gonna enjoy what I would say as a first time as a journey with co-curricular or with this study. Thank you.
And the most important thing when you do the co-curricular activities, you learn the management also. Because when you go, when you enter into the corporate field, it is very much important to to do the management. Because let's suppose if you have to submit a report. Now you have to deal with your boss and you are late at submitting your report. So try to understand that how will you going to deal with it. So this is very much important to do the co-curricular activities. And Pallavi and Vishal, Vishal though have lately came, and Pallavi is always motivated. Like in co-curricular activities.
Aditya, I think our faculty will have very expertise in doing so, and they'll let the people complete their work at time also.
Also, for Saima would be giving you various committees wherein you could participate. There are various committees for different things. So, like, I was a part of the placement committee. So, you do get to indulge with the recruiters, like helping out the students, aligning the students in a proper manner, giving a cross check with their attire. So, you go with various activities. So, more or less, it would help you personally in achieving those personal goals of yours. Thank you.
Also, what I think is Fostaima has these many clubs, and they are into almost every kind of festivals. They celebrate every kind of festivals, each and every kind of events, be it academics, related to academics, sports, cultural. They are into each and everything, and I think they have this kind of a culture because they want to shape their students in a way that they can balance both the things. They are into cultural activities as well and into academics as well. So you need to balance both the things. So that is one thing which I loved about First Timer, that they just don't focus into academics. They don't want you, they want to be you to be a manager who can manage each and everything. So that is one of the best thing which I like about the college.
Also, if you get interested for any of the committees or any of the co-curricular activities after your classes get commences, trust me, without any hesitation, run out to DJ Sir's office. He would be helping you anytime, because we, the batch of 2018-20, we were glad enough, we organized a mega fest committee, a mega fest for the campus itself, which was, Diksha, I'm running out of the name. Could you please help me? What was the name? Malhar. So yes, it was with the help of the management. So you do go out to seek some sponsorship. Like with Pallavi also, we organized an event which was known as Rozgar. So yes, more or less, give your best during these 2 years. It would be a roller coaster ride, but give your best.
College just needs you to be the initiator. Trust me, if you will go to the management with any of your ideas, they would never say no to you. Trust me, they are open for any kind of your ideas relating to any kind of field. Because I remember how I and Vishal were in the same class, and we used to be involved in each and every kind of activity of the college, be it related to sports. We used to be a part of every kind of tournaments, any kind of academic events, cultural activities.
And I would request you to please assure them attendance mil jayegi.
yeah.
See, guys, it's not about attendance, guys. सबकी attendance अगर 100% हो जाएंगे तो कोई फायदा नहीं होता है. कोई एक को रहना होगा ना 50 लाइनर के नीचे भी. एक को, सारे को नहीं. अब यहाँ ग्रुप मत बनाना. But this would be the memories, because we are working now in a corporate world. But trust me, मैं जब भी ऑफिस जाता हूँ ना, I used to set, जब मेरा काम हो जाता, I used to remember days of first time. And trust me, Diksha too is working at ICICI. Let me give you a personal example. मैं इनको ICICI के मेल से मेल करके पूछता हूँ, how is work going, still missing first timer. So these are the memories you create, guys. So yes, I wish.
Vishal and Diksha, I have gone back to 2018-19 to remembering, freshen up my memories. Now I'm remembering the college. So all the attendees, I really tell you, we all lived there as a family. We celebrated, as Diksha mentioned, we celebrated all the festivals, may it be Holi, Diwali, New Year celebration, it may be Christmas celebration, even Ganesh Chaturthi. In our college, no college does that. We celebrate 11 days Ganesh Chaturthi festival in our college. And I first time when I joined the college, I first time I left my home and I went to Delhi to for my education. So spending 2 years, I didn't realize that I missed my family, because on every festival I want to be in the college to spend to celebrate with my friends, celebrate with my colleagues and everyone. So there's a home kind of feeling at the college. And if we talk about the faculties also, the director, sir, Subhash Kakkar, sir, he is like a father only. He is so supportive. You can go anytime to him. You can discuss anything with him regarding your personal life, your curriculum, what problems you are facing in the college. No college has such kind of director which we have in the first timer business school. We have the open door policy. You can reach out to any top management. You can reach out to Kala sir. You can reach out to Somani sir, Subhash Dakkar sir. You can reach out to anyone. So this is the plus point which you will not get in any of the colleges. So we live there as a first timer family.
Thank you everyone for giving this insight. Now, next question is for Aditya. Dhritiman Gogia is asking, what is the role of an analyst?
Okay, so I mean, like, so I'll explain my analyst part. So currently I'm working as you all know that I'm working in EY. So I am in a team BRET. It is called BRET, which is a business relation and evaluation team. So over there, I mean, like, EY is entering into any sort of a business. Let's suppose with any sort of I mean, like, hotel or any loan department, or I mean, like, banks or anything. So over there we need to, I mean, the people who are involved over there and the company's profit and everything, we cater that part and the agreements part over there. So over there we analyze the thing that this business, since EVA is an auditing company, so for EVA it is very much riskier part, that if they'll enter into a business relation which our laws doesn't allow. So definitely, so there will be a hassle for the EY. Like recently, the in past, like PwC and Deloitte has faced the issues for that particular reason. So my part is to analyze over there that this business relationship will going to I mean, like, we should go in this business relationship or should not. So and in broad perspective, if say analyst is something, it can be any analyst, can be anyone. Even if there are marketing analysts, there are financial analysts, there, I mean, like, analyst over here means that the data that you are going through, you need to analyze that data, that this data is relevant or not, and the second thing, that this data compares with our output or not. So this is very much important. Yeah.
Aditya,
Yeah,
there
Nishi,
is
yeah.
another question for you. Somebody is asking how you prepared for the EY interview and how you cracked it. Any
So
tips and tricks?
so the see, I would say that on this part, like, people, like, I was also in the placement committee in college, so I've observed many things. Like, ऐसा होता था कि जैसे, like, someone says the some lot has gone to for the interview, right? So anyone which is coming out of that interview cabin, so like, everyone is asking कि आपसे क्या question पूछा and all. So there is no any I mean, like, sort of I would say sort of tips and tricks for any interview. When you sit over there, the first thing that you should know, that is that be the one that you are, the first thing, right? Because when you'll go to manipulate your things, definitely you can face the fumbleness over there, and you can face many sort of things. And always try to drive the interview by yourself. Let's suppose there are some of the examples I would like to share. Like when I gone to EY interview, the manager was sitting over there when he was asking me questions. So any question that he asked me na, so the first thing that I always said him ki bhai, might I can go wrong, might I can go wrong over there, so let me correct, I mean like correct me over there. And the second thing is that whenever interviewer tries to explain me anything, so at that particular moment I always stop them कि don't explain me anything. I mean, like, I don't say him कि that don't explain me anything. I just simply say over there that let me try over this also. If I'm wrong over there, so again correct me. So I mean your knowledge should be like let's suppose you're going for the EY, so your knowledge should be like this thing कि भाई मुझे EY के बारे में सब कुछ पता है, right? It should not be like this कि that it is a half read or something, right? The EY history, what currently EY is doing right now, what are the services they are offering. The second thing is that ki what are the main customers, where their competitors stands, right? Everything you should be like on the tips, everything should be on the tips. So this must be taken care. And I think that EY, I would say, if you will be the one, I mean, you will not manipulate yourself. I think that then any interview is not, I mean, like that much difficult. Yeah, Nishi.
Yeah, rightly said, Aditya. And I think you all should discuss, I mean, and even share your experience, how one can crack their interviews, what tips and tricks you all want to give to these students. Because many of them are asking, please give us the tips and tricks about how to crack interview, how to prepare oneself for in these 2 years. Now, starting from Vishal.
So, firstly, there's no rocket science, just to prepare for this. Like, if you say I would be preparing this 10 questions and I would be sitting for the interview, so the interview would be asking me this 10 only. There's nothing as such. But the major thing, or you could say the tricks, which you need to prepare at the ground level as your assignment would be, make sure you be the honest guy or the female sitting over the interview cabin, because the interviewer, do remember, they are the expert one who has come to take your interview. So don't bluff them. Be you what you are. Be honest. Be thorough with your experience or what you have written in your CV. Just don't write things just to make yourself or your journey sounds cool. The person who's acting cool never gets selected. So be honest, go thorough with your CV, and the most important factor, make sure your communication skills goes very well. All right. So if you are prepared with certain things, if you have knowledge of that domain, your communication outflow would be good enough. Also, be a storyteller in an interview. Don't just sit and don't make your interview go an interactive session, not just a question answer session. So do relate your internship with your practical life or your practical scenario, what you have learned, what you have added to your company, and what you could add to the company you are applying for. Also, a ground level homework would be, say, for example, the day ICICI job description was published. So if I was the one sitting for the interview, my role was to prepare the SWOT analysis, like the strength, weakness, opportunities would be what you would be adding to the company. So the SWOT analysis plus the basic knowledge of ICICI. So more or less, go thorough with all the product domain knowledge, your communication skills, your basic, your CV, your grooming, your attire. Everything matters. The moment you walk into the interview room, you get started. Your observation starts. So be honest. That's it, guys.
Thank you, Vishal. Pallavi, there is
Thanks.
a question from Abhinav Gupta. Can you explain more about live projects?
Yeah. So for live projects, they'll give you a task, they'll give you a project which you need to complete For example, there were certain life projects which we did with Amazon, we did with Practo, we did with Pizza Hut. So I'll give you the very live example of Pizza Hut. So Pizza Hut launched a rice bowl. You might have tried that too. So Pizza Hut launched the rice bowl of themselves. So they wanted to know whether people are liking it or not liking it. So you can join that live project. You can people walks into the Pizza Hut, and they can ask you. You can suggest them, sir. You can try the rice bowl. It is the newly launched product. And after that, you can ask them how do you like, what is the experience. So you make analysis. You prepare an analysis after meeting few people, or asking the people, or giving them a telephonic call that have you tried this product, or you can use the various means to get the data. Then you analyze the data and prepare a report, and you can submit that to company. So it's your whole analysis which you did on the ground. You met the people, you contacted them through telephony, emails, whatever the way you choose, and you give the report as well. So it is your primary research. So this is how the life projects go on. You need to go on the ground, you need to work, prepare the report, and submit to the organization. So this is how life projects go on. Did I answer your question?
Yes. You have answered the question. And don't worry, student, we have this policy of giving you the opportunity to grab as much live projects as you can. So there is another question. I would like to ask what kind of personality change we experience by studying at Fastema. Can you answer it, Pallavi? What kind of personality change you experienced in yourself?
Okay, but coming to myself, I would like to answer in one line. So personality change, which you can see in yourself, there is introverts become extroverts. What I have seen in my college, people who do not like to speak much, they sit in a corner and they do not talk much. Spending 2 years here in Fastema, they gel up with all the people. They know how to speak. They are well dressed. There's a totally change in the personality. They start speaking. How they start speaking? Because they participate in GD. You are given an n number of GD discussions in your class. We also have high impact soft skills subject, which will help you to groom a lot, where you can enhance your communication skills, your interpersonal skills, your presentation skills. You'll be assigned with lot of assignments, group activities, where you learn and grow, and hence your personality will be enhanced. And which is the actually motive of post-graduation diploma in management too.
Yeah, rightly said. So there is another question from Mihir Singh, and any one of you can answer it. A very good evening to all. My question is that whether there are any good combination with finance like operation or data analysis. He is confused what to choose with finance. I think Aditya, you can answer this question.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like for finance, like when I have choose the subject, so I've choose the finance part and the operation part, matlab together, and both the part contains the analysis part. I mean, operation has a different sort of analysis, and finance sector contains a different sort of analysis. And I think that there are 2 3 subjects which are the, I mean, like very common subjects for everyone. That is a tech part. I mean, like there will be some part of Python, or there will be some part of SPSS, and all these things. So I would say that if you really want to go for the finance, then I mean, like then I must know that is there is any interest of yours in marketing or not. Because if you will be having any interest in marketing, so that is also makes the very good combination. And if you don't have the I mean, like, if you're still confused that you don't want to take marketing or something, then though I'll say that go for the finance plus operation. Because finance plus operation, you get your, I mean, like, your direction will be towards the strategy part, right, where you will get to decide that this should go or not. I mean, the like even in my domain also, like, I am the one who has to decide that this business relation should go on or not. I mean, definitely from my team of side, that I decide that this business relation should happen or not. So there comes the strategy part over there. So I mean, like, you still confused that you don't want to go in the marketing, so then I would say take a finance plus operation. Because in operation also there are many sort of companies, like related to supply chain, or I mean, like, many companies over there, like Swiggy. I mean, startups mein agar dekhein, there are SafeX and all. They all these all companies are the operation oriented companies.
Okay, thank you, Aditya. So another question which many of the students are asking is about skill set and how they can improve their skill set before coming to the MBA college, and what courses and what live projects they can do, and how can they do it. This is what the question is. Starting from Diksha, can you answer it?
Okay, so the skill set which you require to get into before MBA is, firstly, I would say communication skills is one of the thing which you would require being either before entering the college or before entering the corporate culture. Another thing is multitasking thing, which you will obviously be taught in the college as well. But what I think is you should be aware of this particular skill beforehand also, because there will be n number of subjects and number of assignments provided to you. So at least you should have some kind of a skill of multitasking with you, so that you can very well cope up with that. And another thing, I guess this much only, because I didn't require very much.
Okay, no problem, Diksha. Pallavi, can you add something into it?
Yeah, coming to courses. So the first and very important course you should do, and you should be aware of how to use MS Excel. So if wherever you go, if you go into HR, finance, marketing, operations, data analytics, any profile, you need to learn MS Excel, because there are certain formulas which are applicable. So you should, every person getting into the master's college, getting into a job, you should be hands-on, a good hands-on MS Excel. And you can also do the courses like you can do the courses like digital marketing also. And as it's the new hype in the market, and you need to learn that, you can do courses on digital marketing, and courses are also available on Google. Udemy is also offering very good courses. MOOCs is there is the courses. And if you want to go into investment specialization, and you feel like investments attract you, you can do the course that is investment foundation course. That is a totally free course. It's a 6 months course by CFA. CFA is giving it as free to everyone. So coming on to skill set, as Diksha stated rightly, communication skills are the first skills that you need to develop. Second is listening skills. If you want to speak well first, then you need to listen well also. Listening skills are very important in an organization, because whenever you are assigned with a new task, a new assignment, you need to listen it well. Then only you can perform it well. Apart from this, you need to really work on your attire, your formal attire, your informal attire. And also you should focus on learning email writing skills, because today you are in college, you are using email very well. And whenever, and you'll enter the corporate world, email is like your WhatsApp only. every small thing you need to communicate on email only. So you should have the email etiquettes. You should know how to write email to a superior person, to your subordinate, and everyone must learn excellent email writing skills also. Apart from this, you can work on your curriculum vitae, because before interview, the interviewer sees your curriculum vitae. That is your image. That one page is your image. And it also sometimes decides, the interviewer decides that whether he is going to select you or reject you. So you should know how your curriculum vitae speak about you. It should be very crisp, and it should speak that one page should show the image that who you are. So you should also work on good curriculum vitae skills also. Yeah.
Thank you, Pallavi. We have last few questions left with us. Actually, students are afraid of the online classes and they are worried how it is going to affect their study. So, do you think online classes or offline classes, whatever it is going to affect their study?
So I'll speak about
So
this.
should I answer, Nishit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
any
please.
of you.
Please,
can
Diksha, go ahead.
Yeah. So what, according to me, the only thing which can affect your study is your mindset and your focus. Because till the time you are focused enough, you have a clarity in your mind that I have to study this particular thing and I have to excel in this particular field. Nothing can affect you. Nothing can stop you. Even it is, be it online classes or offline classes. Because trust me, there were many students in my batch also. ऑफलाइन क्लासेस होने का भी कोई ऐसा फायदा नहीं था. जिसको पढ़ना होता है वो ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में भी पढ़ लेगा, वो ऑफलाइन में भी पढ़ लेगा. सो देयर इज नथिंग, दिस इज अ मिथ कि ऑनलाइन क्लासेस से आप नहीं पढ़ सकते हो ज़्यादा. सो यू जस्ट नीड टू बी फोकस्ड एंड डिटरमिन्ड टुवर्ड्स योर वर्क एंड स्टडीज. दैट्स इट.
So, what will be the
Very rightly said, Diksha.
yeah. So you can explain one more thing. They are worried about the placement scenario after 2 years also. So you can add your points accordingly.
Yeah. So coming from an investment industry and looking the future of India. So India is the only option left with the foreign institutional investors to invest in. And why they'll be investing? Because there'll be the next 3 years or 5 years of India are booming. If you follow the stock market, you can see the rise also. And the JP Morgan Stanley also stated that in December 2021, the market will go up to 61,000 levels. So why it is going? Because of the growth opportunities available. And if growth opportunities are available, it means there'll be more industries, there'll be more manufacturing plants. And whenever an industry is set up, they require all the people, all the managers, they require the accounts manager, they require the HR professional, they require the investment manager, they require the analysts, they require the business development managers. So if we see the long-term future from 3 to 4 years or 2 years down the line, you have seen the Apple has set up his plant in Bangalore, right? So that setup has employed a lot of people, right? So the future of India is bright. You'll be getting a lot of opportunities, provided you must have skills to get that job also. So these 2 years, you have to only invest on learn. And if you invested 2 years on learn, then L will be removed. You will be having a lot of earnings. You'll be able to earn also, right? So these 2 years, just focus on your learnings, enhance your skills. There'll be plethora of jobs. There'll be lot of jobs, and you will be placed in a very good company also, which I do feel that. And coming to the online is affecting. If you have a good internet connectivity and a mobile or a laptop, then this online classes will affect you positively, because you do not need to you do not need to go out and spend time. You do not need to stay in a PG. You do not waste your much time. You can sit at your home, have a cup of coffee and attend classes by the time, and your time will be utilized in another courses. You just you are lucky enough that you are getting time, you are enriched with the online classes. You can invest the time which is saved, you can invest in other online courses, and all the skills which are required after 2 years you can learn, and then after you can earn with the good skill set only.
Thank you, Pallavi. Thank you so
All
much. It was a great answer to this question. I think you have rightly answered it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome.
So I think, yeah, Vishali, do you want to add something?
yes, yes. Like I went through some of the questions, like where the students were asking about the COVID scenario and the job effect, with Pallavi too narrated. So, being from a banker's background, or sitting there, Pallavi, as an investment background, let me tell you the language of banker's background. So, people worrying about the COVID situation, let me tell you one thing. This is high time. Like, just take this as a positive scenario, that COVID, you're sitting or at home, you're preparing for your online classes. So this has given you immense time to prepare for your own self, to give investment to yourself. All right. And also, let me give an example which relates the job scenario or the COVID scenario with you as a student. So, being an investor, what generally investor waits for? The market to plunge, and then they would be entering to the market with high investment. So the COVID, though the market has plunged, it's the right time to invest yourself into the market or into the study. So once like once the COVID scenario gets very well, the market's gonna go high. Everyone's know. So similarly, the job scenario would go high. So it's time for you to prepare, because later on when you would be sitting for the interview would expect that yes, this a guy X or Y, he has prepared himself during the COVID scenario, and it's your time to take the show and bounce back in an immense way. So like that crazy ball does, you all used to play just because it wasn't a normal ball. The way you used to push it towards the gravity, similarly, it used to go against the gravity in a highway. It shows a bounce back. So I do assume that you all have the potential to perform, whether it be the corporate world, whether it be first timer giving you a platform. Just you need that inner spark, right? So this is according to me, or a banker's language. So I would suggest to prepare very well in this tough times, also to take care of yours and loved ones. Thank you.
Yeah, as correctly said by
Yeah, adding to it.
Vishal. Hello. Yeah, Pallavi, go ahead.
No, that's fine. You please continue, Aditya.
Yeah, so adding to Vishal's point, I mean, like, yeah, the market is comparatively, it has been struck by this COVID pandemic, but I mean, like, I would say that still there are many jobs awaiting, and because of this COVID, there are many other opportunities that has been opened that like I'll tell you about this thing, that hospital tech is also not is also coming now in this thing, right? So many of the I mean, like the medical sector also, if you'll go, so there the jobs are opening over there. And so you don't have to feel demotivated over there that there are no jobs or something. There are many jobs in the I mean, like in every sector. Even if you guys want to I mean, like, search right now also, if I also go on LinkedIn now, so I can get, I mean, like you just give a filters over there, you will get ample of jobs over there. So there is no as such problem. And coming to that point ki that I mean, like, the online classes has affected or not, being a now I'll speak as a being a student. I know that it is being tiring sometimes when you see the, I mean, like, faculty speaking, you feel sleepy over there. So for that particular thing, what I can suggest, that always I mean, like, keep something to eat with you, because right now you all guys are in the home. And secondly, always after classes, go to your parents, brother or sister. I mean, like, अगर उनको तंग करने में ज्यादा मजा आता है, तो so do that, so that you keep like you keep yourself energetic over there, which is a very good thing. I mean, like, this is the way that you keep yourself energetic. And I've also shared one of the this Brendan Bouchard. I mean, like he gives the link I've shared. I mean, I don't know that it is. I mean, Nisha will going to send you all this. Brendan Bouchard, he aligns the work. I mean, like do 50 minutes of like excessive work and then take a 10 to 20 minutes of break. I mean, like this video was shared by my sister only. And I mean, like you can make your day effective, very effective for this from these things. So keep yourself motivated also. Don't feel sleepy in the classes and all.
And guys, online classes, it won't be that tough but it would be tougher for us like कॉर्पोरेट में हम यार अगर घर से भी काम करते हैं तो हमें प्रेशर होता है कि इनका फोन आएगा, हमें इनको रिस्पॉन्ड करना है, ये करना है. You guys, I know you all students, you just turn off your camera, you lie in your bed and easily you go with the classes and all. So I hope आप लोग के लिए सबके लिए ये फन ही होगा. But तो चीजें थोड़ा पॉजिटिव वे लेना स्टार्ट करना.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
would affect you in a way.
Yeah, even I also feel sometimes sleepy doing my work also. So what I do, I keep all these snacks with me and then lying and eating it. And then फिर मुझे ज्यादा नींद आती है तो मैं जाके घर वालों को तंग करता हूँ फिर उसके बाद. And even if you have a pet in your home, so that is the very good thing. So मतलब I would say कि क्लास में सोना मत, but हाँ मतलब if you feel sleepy, so do what you like. I mean, like किसी को तंग करने में भी कभी कभी थोड़ा अच्छा लगता है. So do it.
Also, you also have an advantage of not getting late to the classes. You can maintain a good attendance record, because in our times it used to happen like if you're 5 minutes
Exactly.
late to the class, the faculty won't allow you to enter the class. You should have a valid reason for that. So you have that
And also,
an
and
opportunity.
also guys I and Diksha were of the same batch. We used to like I along with my flatmates with three other boys, we used to stay in a flat. So whenever I used to get late, I used to give an example. Ma'am, आज हमारे गैस का सिलेंडर लीक हो गया था थोड़ा. So so there's a advantage. Like you guys are going through the online classes, you have time to invest on yourself. Go through LinkedIn, build a profile if you have not started using LinkedIn. So you would come to interact with many of you would, it would give you a scenario, your basic awareness, what's going around. Like COVID, where you could study about the companies, like, okay, if my interest is for this company, how should I prepare? What should be the valid answers which they would expect me to prepare or to give post-COVID scenario. So the learning or the investment within you starts from yourself. Even you expect first timer to give you a job, first timer won't. First timer would be giving you a company in the campus. That's it. It's you who's gonna get the job finally. So prepare you, because you are no way less than other crowds standing, right? So that's it.
Rightly said, Vishal. First timer can provide you with the companies, they can provide you with the opportunities. It is totally up to you to grab the opportunity. So it will be my advice to attend all the personality development classes, all the GD sessions, personal interview sessions, because that will help you a lot in cracking the interviews. Trust me, please don't skip those sessions. It will actually help you to learn a lot and grow yourself.
even one तो मेरी एक्चुअली थोड़ी सी है ना शैतानी करने की आदत है. सो इवन यू गाइज कैन डू वन थिंग ऑल्सो. जैसे कभी बोरियत लगे ना क्लास में, सो ask a random question. I mean, like to a professor, तो सर ये तो गलत है, सर ये मैंने कभी भी नहीं पढ़ा आज तक, and this is completely wrong. So you can enjoy those sessions as well, and always feel free to approach us. I mean, like on LinkedIn or something. So this will be a good thing for you guys.
And once the classes get started, so don't take those 2 years as your just कि हमने एहसान करना हम कर रहे पढ़ के. It's nothing. Enjoy those days, because we know the value of those 2 years now. The moment we are sitting and we got nostalgic like about our campus diaries, what we used to do. Also, guys, there's a good rule which I have observed in first timer. Like the first timer, before going to the classes, in the reception area, you would be getting a bundle of newspapers and the management expects you to pick one and you to go through the newspapers. So there would be opportunity where you would be assigned a team and you would be given a company just to bring those as a startup model with the companies and everything. So there are many things trust me, it would be an amazing journey. It would be an amazing journey for you all. So that's it. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you,
And
all
adding to
speakers.
it,
Yeah, Pallavi, sure.
One request to all these students, you just don't need to worry from COVID. Just get yourself vaccinated and have 2 doses of vaccination and then join the college. If you are vaccinated, then your chances of getting affected will be very less. So you get the vaccination done, come to college, enjoy the college life. And by the time, once the lockdown is open, then enjoy what we are talking all about. Just enjoy your life. And the students who are willing to take the finance, one recommendation for them is that you can, by the time the college opens, you can do the NISM courses. So these are NISM 5 for mutual fund, NISM 7 for stock market. So you can get into that courses. That courses, NISM courses are very beautifully designed in a very easy language, and you'll be able to get a good pinch of finance background. So you can do that also. It will help you in your managing your personal finances also. And at last, I would like to say success is where opportunity preparation meets your opportunity. So opportunity is waiting for you. Do your preparation, invest in yourself, do a lot of practice on improving your communication skills. One thing you can do daily is that you can stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself in English only. Then only your communication skills will be enhanced. You will see a great change in yourself. Your communication skills will be enhanced. You can do this thing also, because when you go for a freshen up, or when you go to do brushing of your teeth, then you can look into mirror and speak to yourself. It will help you in building your confidence as well. So, which will ultimately lead to clear your interviews. And preparation is the only answer and is the only solution. One more thing which I would like to add is that from my 2 years experience in corporate world, is that what I followed is that is solution focused strategy. This strategy I have learned from Somani sir. He has always taught me this thing. Problems are around everyone, right? You are just surrounded by problems only. Now what you have to do is to find solution. Always seek. Even Kakkar sir always says, always find a solution and focus on the solution. Then solution will be there and you will reach your destination. So these are my last words. Always prefer go on solution focused strategy and go on attending the classes, sessions, and enjoy and enhance your skills and get a good job and be in touch also. The management will provide you an email IDs and LinkedIn. We are also on LinkedIn. Thank you.
Rightly said, Pallavi. So yes, to all those students, to our juniors, to be honest, first time I don't follow this protocol of juniors, seniors, or the barrier between the interactions and all. So you guys can stay in touch with us through the LinkedIn or through email. As you all know, you would be joining. Remember, no task, we say no task is ever, no work is ever a task of single person. And this would be no other exception for you all too. So join hands on hands, because this COVID scenario, this is temporary, this too shall pass. So give your best, come out with flying colors, because I do personally believe the people getting admitted for SIMA, because they have the potential which stands away from the crowd and they join the campuses. So wish you all the very best for your journey with for SIMA, also for your corporate journey. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, speakers, for taking out time for us today and sharing your insights with us and with our students. And I hope it all will help them to plan their journey and work on them or everything. Thank you guys for coming today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you to the management. Also, thank you, Nishi ma'am, for providing us such a good platform, to interact with students. Also, thanking to my seniors and Diksha to my peer group. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nishi. Thank you, college, for having us. It was great. Thanks.
Thank you, DJ sir.
Thank you, faculties. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Vishal. Thanks for your time and giving good motivated lecture. Chalo, that's cool.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
So guys, we are open for another more and more questions, and we can directly, you can directly write to Nisi at her WhatsApp number, and definitely she will come back to you in terms of good suggestions and answer to your questions.